Hello everyone, this is HammerTron here with a new figurine review for you. This time I am reviewing the Schleich Eldrador Creatures Ice Dragon. I can't find these in stores, so I ordered these online. So I ordered this one, came in this big plastic bag. I've already opened it just to make sure it was okay. So this Ice Dragon comes in a big plastic bag. It has some of these extra plastic pieces to keep it in good shape. I don't know where these go on it. It was just floating around in the bag. And another plastic piece here to hold the wings in place. So I appreciate that. It protects the wings. And here has some tags tied to the leg and taped around the leg here. It has some wings, and these are on ball joints so we can move them around. So I'll get this set up and take a closer look in just a moment. Here is the Ice Dragon, the Schleich Eldrador Creatures Ice Dragon. The catalog number is 70139, and it looks like it was first molded in 2019. I'll get to the date a little later. Let's take a look at the dimensions of this Ice Dragon. Let's start with the length. That's the part that doesn't change very much at all. So from the snout to the tail, looks like it's maybe 6¼ inches long, or 16 centimeters long, and the highest point will go to the tip of the tail on the body. That this part doesn't change much. So that looks like it's about 5 inches tall, or about 12½ centimeters tall. But if we include the wings, we'll move the wings to the highest point here. Looks like this side is a bit higher. That goes up to about 8¾ inches tall, or about 22 centimeters tall. We get to the widest point from the side of the foot there, or back leg, to the tail which kind of swings out to the side there. Looks like it's about 3 inches wide. About 3 inches wide, or a little more than 7½ centimeters wide. But at the widest point, with the wings stretched out here, from wingtip to wingtip, looks like it's about 13 inches wide, or about 33 centimeters wide. So very impressive, very impressively sized, especially with the movable wings. Now here's what was attached to the front left leg. I just pulled this apart a little bit. Just a little barcode and the Schleich name there, and a little bit of information saying this is imported. There's an importer in the UK that brings it out from Germany. And here, this string was tied around the hind left leg. It has the Eldrador Creatures logo on this card here. Nothing there. And here's some warning information in many different languages, just not for children under 3 years old. So lots and lots of different languages there. And here is the Ice Dragon, and the most notable feature is the wings. The wings do move around. They have ball pegs here, so they do move around. Now with the ball pegs, if we move them too far, See that it will come out, but it's just a little ball peg and it plugs into the slot there. I don't think I want to do that too often. I'm afraid that joint will wear out, but it just snaps in place. This side also comes out. Same thing there, just a little ball peg. So we can plug this back in. And we do have some movement with these wings, so we'll get to that in a moment. Here, nicely sculpted head. Lots of sharp teeth, lots of painted details, and like the painting on the eyes. It looks like some ice horns, some translucent plastic extra pieces that are glued into the head, I think, and some paint there. Lots of scales and spikes and horns all over the body of this ice dragon. The claws are painted. Lots of nice details all over this. Here's the tail. It swoops over to the side here. Lots of sharp spikes. They paid attention to the details everywhere. So somewhere down here it has some manufacturing information where it says 19, so I'm guessing this was first molded in 2019. Lots of nice details in the bottoms of the feet there. And these wings, they feel kind of like a hollow plastic. You know, they're kind of thick, a little bit translucent. So maybe different pieces put together. Some nice painting there. So I hope I haven't been moving this around too much. These wings are starting to feel just a bit loose. But I do like the details. Now these feel kind of thick, but it's also kind of very lightweight. So I'm not sure if it's hollow. It's probably not hollow, but just a not very dense plastic there. So this is really quite an impressive looking dragon. So with these ball joints here, you know, we can move it up and down, maybe a little bit forward, but it does come out easily if we move it too far. We can move it a little bit forward and move it back. And I do like these joints. It gives us some variety, different ways to display the dragon. So we can move these back a little bit, move them forward. Now we can also turn these a little bit like this. There we go. Put the wings in different positions. So make this dragon look much larger than he is with the way the wings are positioned. So we can turn it around in lots of different positions. So very, very nice, I think. So we do have some options with how we display it. Now I did order this online because I can't find these in the store. So as a result, one of the possible problems is that this one's a bit wobbly. Now I don't know if it's because of how it was shipped. It was shipped in a nice box with some extra paper stuffed in to provide padding, so I appreciate whoever sent it to me. So I don't know if the legs got bent during the transportation through the mail, or if it just came this way out of the factory where it's just a little bit wobbly here. I prefer to buy these in the store so I can test them to make sure if they're not wobbly. You know, I like all the feet to be flat on the surface, but This one, maybe if I push down on it, I can make it flat or flatter, but then it'll just go back to the way it was. So that's just a little bit disappointing where it's wobbly. But other than that, it looks pretty nice. Well, one other limitation is if we have movable wings like this, it would have been nice to be able to move the head and the tails and the legs to make it look like it's in a flying pose. Although then it would actually be an action figure rather than a figurine. But it certainly looks very nice. Now, as a dragon, I think there are lots of people that play something like Dungeons and Dragons or other role-playing games where this dragon would look very nice with some of the little mini figures or playing pieces that might be about this tall. So this might scale very well with those. So aside from the wobbling and a lack of joints, although it's a figurine, so I didn't expect very many joints anyway. Aside from those issues, I think this is a really nice looking ice dragon, and it's great for a variety of display purposes. So thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this ice dragon and the other Eldrador Creatures animals, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.